Wrestle Talk, huge mistake for WWE for Judgment Day to bring back the pay-per-view called Judgment Day.
Yes, I actually wrote that because I wanted to talk about that.
Okay.
Remember Judgment Day pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
That could have been an own pay-per-view for the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Yes, it could have been.
Having them in the main event.
That's kind of why I don't know if I ever discussed this here, but I know you and I have gone back and forth on it in the past. One of my biggest pet peeves in wrestling promotions is when sometimes they'll name a pay-per-view something, and then they'll scrap the pay-per-view, and then since that name is still out there, they'll just give that name to something else, and acting like the other thing never happened for it, and that's kind of what they're doing with the Judgment Day. I feel like if the Judgment Day brought back the Judgment Day pay-per-view, I feel like the name would be better. I feel like that would add more flavor to it.
The reason why I also mentioned this, wanted to put this in the notes as well, is because you had Edge, you had Damian Priest, you had Rhea Ripley. They could have made that the pay-per-view with them.
Yes.
And instead of kicking out Edge, they could have had Finn Balor with the group. That would have been an even more stronger group. Now it doesn't even look like a strong fucking group. It looks like a fucking weak link group.
It's not even the Judgment Day either. That's what annoys me about the current lineup. Is okay, you had Edge, you had Rhea Ripley, and you had Damian Priest there. Those were the founding members of the Judgment Day. So when people come in and go, I feel like in order for the stable to still have the name, like at least one person has to be in the group. But obviously you can't have Rhea Ripley with the Judgment Day anymore because of how she feels about Liv Morgan and Dom, obviously. Edge is no longer with the company. He founded the Judgment Day. And Damian Priest also doesn't like Finn Balor anymore. So right there, group should be no more.
All right.
Because none of the founding members are there. And I know people are going to bring up the Bullet Club. I know that. But the Bullet Club was an established brand for years. The Judgment Day just, in the past, I think this is their fourth or fifth year as a group.
Yeah, I think it was created in 2021 or 2020.
I think it's 2021.
Either one.
Yeah, so it's but the point is it's very recent. So if you have so many of your own group disband, why even call them the Judgment Day? If you want them to form their own group and give their own name, sure, do that. But the name Judgment Day should be put to bed because they don't have any of the original members.
Yeah.
That's just one of my biggest pet peeves.
And the thing is, with the Judgment Day, when there was Edge, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley, I thought it was going to be a great faction, and would have been Christian, Edge, and Garngel.
Yeah.
Garngel, whatever his name. Whatever. But yeah, I thought that would have been like that. But no, they didn't follow up like that.
Interesting.
Let us know in the comments below how you guys feel about Judgment Day, and did you guys think that WWE missed that opportunity to bring back Judgment Day pay-per-view for Judgment Day?
I do. I think that was a missed opportunity.
Definitely.